Guys, happy Thursday. It's Daryl here. It is coming up on noon here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I'm going to take a chance and talk about something that might catch me some flack today, but when has that stopped me before? All right, you guys know how I am very concerned about this coronavirus going into a situation where there's an actual war with China. Um, I see, like I've talked in my other videos about Pompeo and Trump pushing this narrative hard, where Trump is actually just calling it the China virus, where they keep bringing up this alleged information, this alleged evidence. Trump keeps mentioning that he saw that China did this on purpose. It was genetically modified. They did this on purpose to steal the election away from him. He's actually said this. Now, I'm making this video. I don't want it to be a rehash of all that. Okay, that being said, at the bottom of this video, I'm going to put about 7 or 8 links from Newsweek to Defense Today, some actual defense sites, USA Today, and the LA Times, a few other ones, where they all talk about the very real prospect of a war with China, a hot war, not a cold war. A cold war between us and China is pretty much already underway. One other thing I want to talk about before I get to this other touchy subject. So Trump is pushing this narrative, right? I always call him a one-trick pony, meaning what's he do what's he use to motivate, to push, to bully another country? Tariffs. He's a one-trick pony. That's all what he uses. Now, he's already brought this up as a possibility to punish China for this what I believe is non-existent their non-existent actions. But can you imagine where we're at right now? Okay, our economy. You know what's going to happen as soon as we throw down any more tariffs on China? What do they do? They put tariffs on our goods, which, remember last summer, right? It hurt our farmers. It hurts us. As soon as we slap tariffs on them, they do the same thing to us. Except the economic condition we're in now, there won't be any economic recovery. He can't do this. He can't. And on top of that, we get a huge amount of pharmaceuticals. We are heavily dependent on China for pharmaceuticals, and microchips. And this is Trump is bluffing. I think China has us on this. I think they hold the cards, and I think they know it. If they cut off these pharmaceuticals or these microchips, especially where we're at in this damaged state our economy is in right now, Trump doesn't have a hand to play, except for using the military, threatening them with a military strike or a military option, and I believe that would result in an all-out war. I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to bring this up again. I could easily envision, and I do envision, tensions rising, the Cold War going into the summer, and all it would take is one misstep where a plane gets shot down, an aircraft carrier gets hit by accident, something goes wrong, and all hell breaks loose. And I get this gut feeling. I see this coming, and like I said, the links at the bottom are going to show you some of the. I'm far from the only one. It's scary, man. It's scary. I'm starting to think that we're not going to make it out of 2020. I really don't think so. I mean, I hate to say that. I am not a pessimist. I'm the opposite. I'm an optimist, but it's looking like this might seriously be the end of days. Okay, I've hesitated to bring this up. A YouTube channel that I'm subscribed to and I check out is a channel called Huff Paranormal. Paranormal, yes. He uses spirit communication. If you guys have ever heard of how if you put a radio on scan, and it scans through the stations extremely fast, only a fraction of a second each station, and it just keeps scanning. And in some instances, it will pick up a sentence, which is almost impossible because, like a 4 or 5 word sentence that will cover 2 or 3 seconds of time. Now that should be impossible because during that 2 or 3 seconds, that radio has scanned through several dozen stations. So the theory is that this is a connection to the spirit realm. This is something I do believe in. This is what I believe. I believe there's a lot more than just our physical existence here. I believe there's good and evil. The most, I won't get too deep into this, but one of the most one of the proofs for me is that was it Einstein that said that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It only changes. It only changes back and forth. It can't be destroyed. Energy changes, and matter changes into energy. Energy changes into matter, but it's never destroyed. Never. We are energy. We're matter. Therefore, our soul, our existence, our consciousness is never gone. It just changes. That's my proof on this, and I know I'll probably take a beating on this, and I'm still a little hesitant about posting this, but I want you guys to check out Huff Paranormal. I'll see if I could put that link at the bottom too. Huff Paranormal, and the guy's got 1 million viewers. He's been around for a long time. I believe it's real. I do. I believe there's a lot of fakers out there. I believe there's a lot of nonsense out there. You see these ghost hunting shows and all that. A lot of them are fake. A lot of them are just for entertainment. The thing is, this guy Huff, Steve Huff, his latest videos, since the middle of January, he makes these videos where he uses these instruments. There's one Sony recorder in particular from the 90s that people returned because they were getting voices on it. So they thought it was malfunctioning. They'd record and there'd be dead silence, but then they play it back and there'd be voices. Sony stopped making this recorder because they thought that it was broken. There was something wrong with it. And now these little Sony recorders are going for thousands of dollars because something about them pulls in the spirit voices. That's what these people were hearing. So like I said, Sony thought these were broke. For some reason, they were picking up voices. So these recorders from the 90s, I can't remember exactly. I can't remember what they're called exactly. If you look on eBay, they're going for $3,000 a piece now. So there's a big belief in all this. So anyway, since January, Steve Huff has been picking up messages from the spirits, okay? And they talk about pandemic, and they talk about world war, that this is the end. I know. For those of you that don't believe this, I know. I am like I said. I'm a little hesitant. I believe it, but I'm a little hesitant. But to me, it's one more, a little more. It adds a little more weight on the scale of what could happen by the end of this year. That's the best way I could put it. If you understand what I'm saying, if all these links I'll put at the bottom from all the newspapers and the media sources, USA Today, that are looking into what's going on with our relations. Trump's constant blaming of China. China not going to take it for too much longer, and Cold War starting or having started already, progressing into what could easily turn into a very, very bad ending to 2020. It's all right. I just wanted to tell you guys, for those of you that don't believe in this, and I'm sure there's a lot of you, don't hit me too hard in the comments, you know? Like I said, I believe it. I do. If you look over all of Huff's videos, if you look into it for a while, you'll see out of that genre, that niche, Huff is a respected person in it. He's not faking. He's not faking it. I don't believe he's faking these things. It's something to think about. All right, like I said, don't bust my ass too hard in the comments. It's just here for you to check out. I've been checking it out for a while, and I thought you guys should have the same information. All right, you guys have a good Thursday.